G'day and welcome to Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
Brad, this week you're going to kick us off.
I'm going to kick off with quite possibly the cheapest wine we've ever recommended on Wine Week. So take note, this one is a bargain. Sometimes we venture down as low as $10 a bottle. This time we venture down as low as $8 a bottle, which makes it quite possibly one of the best value white wines going around. It is the Peter Lehmann Barossa Semillon. It's from 2005 vintage, so it's already got a couple of years bottle age, which a lot of white wines benefit from, just a little couple of years there. Really good traditional semillon type flavours here. It's quite a fruit driven wine, so it's very easy to drink. Some zesty sort of lemon type flavours, but realistically this is just a great quaffing wine at under around $8 on special. Why would you even bother with a clean skin? This one you'd pick up and just get straight into it. So it's the Peter Lehmann Barossa Semillon. Get on and have a look.
Yeah, look, loose change down the back of the couch will buy you that one. And as Brad says, you'll know what you're getting. It's not going to be a clean skin that's going to change from week to week. Now, the next wine we're going to look at, who'd have thought that $11 would be a step up in price?
That's right.
But this is the Koleski Late Harvest Lorraine Semillon. Now, Lorraine, Troy Koleski's mum, evidently one of the fastest grape pickers Australia's ever produced, held a title that is no longer competed for, so she's the reigning champion of fastest grape picker in Australia. This is a late harvest Semillon, not the straight Semillon that we see here from Peter Lehmann. They leave the grapes on the vine just a little bit longer, concentrate the sugars a little bit, and it leads to this beautiful dessert wine that's not overly sweet. There's the sauternes that the French do with the botrytis style that can be very, very sugary, can really only be matched up with a really big sugary toffee style dessert. This, if you put it together with something like a fresh fruit dessert at the end of the evening, pear is exactly what I tasted, and that will go perfectly with it. It's going to be a lovely, clean finish to the evening that doesn't leave you with a big taste of sugar right at the back of the mouth. This is absolutely brilliant and comes from Troy Koleski, recently voted as Australian Young Gun of Wine Award winner. Look, absolutely brilliant. $11 for a half bottle, you can't go past it.
Yeah, really good and not overly sickly sweet either, so really worth a try. I'm going to finish this week looking at another Coonawarra Cabernet from the great 2004 vintage. This one comes from Rimmel Winery over there. This one, Rimmel have probably been a little bit up and down over the last decade in terms of their Cabernet. This one is hit back to great form out of the great 2004 vintage. It has all the really good things about Cabernet from the area in terms of your rich sort of dark berry flavours and that sort of stuff. But it also has a sort of a savoury note to it as well, which some Aussie wine gets criticised being a bit too over the top and sweet, where the European wines can be a bit more savoury. This one has a great savoury note, which means it's a really good match with food. So you want to match it up with something like a nice rack of lamb or any lamb dish will go well with your Cabernet, and it'll really go down a treat. So it's the Rimmel Coonawarra Cabernet. Probably comes in about the just over the $20 mark, $22, $23. So it's it's not going to break the bank either. So really worth a look, the Rimmel Cabernet.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Great to see them doing great wine because they've got one of the best cellar doors in all of Australia, if not just looking at the Coonawarra. So thanks for joining us on Wine Week, and we'll see you again next week.
See you next week.